and welcome to your weekend weather forecast. The clocks are changing this weekend, which means we do get an extra hour in bed, and that's not the only piece of good news. There's also plenty of dry and bright weather around. Not quite for everyone though. Let's start off taking a look at the bigger picture. We can see it's quite messy to end the week on Friday. Various frontal systems. We've got this low pressure out to the southwest. That's going to bring some quite breezy conditions across southern parts of Wales, perhaps Devon and Cornwall at times too. We've also got this frontal wave just drifting across the UK, and it may linger at times across the southeast, bringing more cloud here, perhaps some rain and drizzle at times too. A weakening frontal feature moves across the country Saturday night through into Sunday, and then notice a bit of a split in our weather. We've got a frontal system moving into the north, a bit of a squeeze in the isobars, and then a ridge of high pressure across the south. So by the end of Sunday, a bit of a northwest southeast split in our weather. But before we talk about Sunday, let's start off with Saturday. So to begin with, there's that swirling area of low pressure. That's bringing in some breezy conditions across southern parts of Wales, parts of Devon and Cornwall, a few showers feeding in here to start. But across much of England and Wales, light winds, clear skies. So likely we're going to start off with a few mist and fog patches to begin the weekend. Breezier in the northwest of Scotland too, and some outbreaks of rain across the far northwest. Though notice it doesn't actually move its way inland too much through the day. It's fairly slow moving, so there will be some outbreaks of rain, but generally not becoming more widespread until later on into the evening. Otherwise, largely dry and bright to start the weekend, many seeing plenty of autumnal sunny spells. A change though in the far southeast parts of East Anglia, Sussex, Kent, a cloudier day on offer here, and some drips and drabs of rain and drizzle at times. It won't be a total washout. There will be still plenty of dry weather on offer and still some brighter interludes at times too. Taking a look at temperatures as well, generally round about average for the time of year, just above across the south, so feeling pleasant once again for the time of year. Now heading into Sunday, we've got this weakening frontal system just moving its way southeastwards into the evening and through into Sunday morning. Generally, as I say, fairly weak, so just bringing in some cloud and some rain and drizzle at times to start on Sunday. But notice a squeeze in the isobars across the northwest, so that's where we're going to really see those winds begin to pick up, turning quite blustery to start Sunday in parts of Scotland. But on the whole, largely dry. Once again, under those clearer skies, we may see some pockets of mist and fog. Now through the course of the day, still those blustery winds continuing, a risk of gales in the far northwest of Scotland, particularly in exposed spots, and even across Ireland and around western coasts starting to turn quite breezy. And towards the afternoon, notice those brighter colours, so quite a damp afternoon on offer, pretty wet across Scotland and parts of Northern Ireland. But elsewhere, once again, staying largely dry, plenty of sunny spells and much lighter winds too. And taking a look at temperatures, slight dip compared to Saturday, but otherwise still feeling generally pleasant for the time of year. So still lots of dry weather on offer, but quite a wet afternoon for Northern Ireland and Scotland, and those blustery winds as well taking place, particularly around exposed coastal spots. Now it's half term for many of us next week, so if you want more information for the weather, don't forget you can take a look at Alex's 10-day trend on YouTube. Otherwise, that's it from me. Bye-bye for now. If you do want more information on the weather for half term, click here for the link to the 10-day trend.